You've been lied to, not by the world around you, not by the people you trust, but by the voice in your own head. That voice that says you're not good enough, that says you can't do it. It's a whisper, a soft nudge in the dark, but its impact, it's a thunderclap in your soul. It makes you freeze in place, makes you question every step you've taken, every dream you've ever had. But what if I told you that voice, that nagging doubt isn't truth? What if it's not reality at all? What if it's a lie, a well-dressed lie, wearing logic as its mask? You've been holding back, not because you lack the ability or the potential, but because you've been deceived by something far more insidious, your own limited thinking. You've convinced yourself that you're just one step away from success, but the truth is, you're one belief away. One belief away from unlocking everything you've ever wanted, everything you've ever imagined. But in order to do that, you have to break free from the illusion. You have to see doubt for what it truly is, a prison you built, brick by brick with your own thoughts. It's not your fault. We've all been there. You've been taught that doubt is a sign of caution, that it keeps you safe, that it prevents you from taking reckless risks. But what if I told you that safety is the greatest lie of all? The world doesn't reward safety. It rewards those who dare to believe that they are destined for greatness, even when the evidence isn't there. It rewards those who refuse to let doubt define their reality. Think about the greats. Think about Thomas Edison, who, when faced with countless failures, refused to believe that he couldn't succeed. Every time he was told no, he heard not yet. He never doubted his ability to change the world, and that belief was the fuel that turned a simple idea into one of the most profound inventions in history. He didn't see doubt as a warning. He saw it as the world's attempt to hold him back, and so he pushed forward, because he knew that doubt wasn't truth. It was just a distraction. And what about Henry Ford, a man who was told that the automobile would never take off, that people would never accept it, that it was a foolish, impractical idea? Ford didn't listen to the naysayers. He didn't listen to the logical arguments that said it couldn't be done. He saw the vision, and he trusted it more than he trusted the noise of doubt. He didn't let logic kill his dream. He rewired his mind to see beyond the limitations of the moment and into the future he was determined to create. You see, doubt isn't a voice of reason. It's a mask that covers fear, a fear that's been embedded in you since childhood. When the world told you no too many times, it's fear dressed up as logic, but that's not the truth of who you are. The truth is, you've been born with infinite potential, the ability to change, to create, to transform the world around you. And the only thing standing between you and that reality is the lie that doubt has convinced you is real. Now, I want you to pause for a moment and take a deep breath. Let go of the mental clutter. Let go of the doubts. Let them dissolve into nothing. Because right now, in this moment, you have the power to reset. You have the power to shift from a mindset of limitation to a mindset of unlimited potential. You can choose to believe in the lie, or you can choose to believe in something greater. You can choose to believe that the voice of doubt is the loudest voice in the room, or you can choose to believe that it's just a whisper, a weak, trembling whisper trying to convince you that you're not enough, when you've always been more than enough. The choice is yours. But let me tell you this, your mind is the most powerful tool you possess, and it will create your reality. Whatever you choose to believe, your subconscious will work tirelessly to bring it to fruition. And right now, you have an opportunity to choose a new belief, to choose a new identity. You can step into a new version of yourself, one that refuses to be held back by fear or doubt, one that walks boldly toward the future without looking back. This is the reset. This is where everything changes. From this moment forward, you are no longer the person who hesitates. You are no longer the person who wonders if they're good enough. You are the person who knows, without a shadow of a doubt, that everything you desire is already yours. You just have to step into it. So take a deep breath again and say it aloud. I am destined for greatness. Doubt is a lie, and I choose to believe in my power, my purpose, and my potential. Because from this moment, you will no longer be the prisoner of your doubts. You will no longer shrink back in the face of uncertainty. You will rise, because the truth is that you've always been meant to rise. And from here on out, every step you take will be a declaration of your new identity. Not just who you were, but who you are becoming. The version of you that knows success, that embraces challenges, that understands that failure is not the end, but a stepping stone to something greater. This is the moment where the old you fades away, and the new you emerges, with the strength, the clarity, and the unwavering belief that you can, and you will accomplish everything you set your mind to. No more hesitation, no more wondering if it's possible. You are the possibility. Now let's take that first step. Let's begin this journey of transformation, because your destiny awaits, and it's closer than you think. Your mind doesn't care what's true. It doesn't care about logic, reason, or facts. It only cares about what you repeat. Your subconscious listens to the words you say, the thoughts you think, and the beliefs you embed in your daily actions. And here's the secret: repetition is the key that unlocks your potential. For too long, you've been conditioned by what's been said about you, what you've been told you could or couldn't do. But that's not the truth. That's just programming. And you have the power to override it. You've heard it before. You are what you think you are. But let's take it a step further. You are what you repeat, what you say to yourself every day, what you believe in your core. That's who you become. You don't need to understand how it works. You don't need to know the exact mechanism. You just need to start speaking your truth, loud and clear, until your subconscious has no choice but to accept it as reality. The people who changed the world, the Thomas Edisons, the Henry Fords, the Andrew Carnegies, knew this. They didn't wait for the world to hand them proof. They spoke their truth, over and over, until their truth became undeniable. Edison, after thousands of failed attempts to create the light bulb, didn't let failure define him. He didn't let the world's disbelief stop him. Every failure was simply another step toward his success. And every time someone told him it couldn't be done, he told himself it already was. He didn't need the world to believe in him. He needed to believe in himself, and he needed to reinforce that belief every single day. Ford was the same. He didn't wait for permission. He didn't care about the doubters or the skeptics who said the automobile was a pipe dream. He repeated his vision every day. He saw the world differently from everyone around him, and because of that, he rewired the world itself. This is the power of belief rewiring. It's not magic. It's science. Your subconscious doesn't care if what you're telling it is true or false. It only cares about what's repeated. So start repeating the right things. There's a powerful technique called autosuggestion, reprogramming your mind through repetition of positive affirmations. Every time you repeat something, your subconscious takes it as fact. When you tell yourself, "I am destined for greatness," it doesn't matter if you fully believe it at first. If you keep saying it, your mind will eventually accept it. And once your mind accepts it, your actions will follow. Your mind will begin to search for evidence to prove your belief true. It will notice opportunities. It will recognize potential. It will discard the distractions and the doubts that once held you back. But autosuggestion isn't just about positive words. It's about creating a new identity. When you say, "I am a winner," your subconscious begins to look for ways to make you win. When you say, "I am unstoppable," your subconscious finds paths where you can't be stopped. But it all starts with the words you speak, the thoughts you reinforce, and the daily actions you take. Start small. Speak your new identity out loud every day. Speak it like it's already true, because it is. The more you repeat it, the more it becomes who you are. And when your subconscious is in alignment with your conscious desires, the world has no choice but to respond. But it doesn't end there. The power of belief rewiring isn't just in the words, it's in the feelings you attach to them. Feel the belief as you say it. Don't just repeat words mechanically, live them. Imagine yourself already there. Feel the emotions of success, of victory, of achievement. Your subconscious picks up on the emotions just as much as the words. It's the emotional charge behind your belief that gives it the power to manifest. This is the power of the mind. It can create the life you desire if you are willing to feed it the right beliefs. Think of it like a garden. If you plant seeds of doubt and fear, that's what will grow. But if you plant seeds of confidence, success, and vision, that's what will bloom. The soil of your mind is fertile. It will grow whatever you plant in it. Now this is where many people fall short. They start, but they don't stick with it. They speak their affirmations for a few days, then wonder why they aren't seeing results. But this is a lifelong process. You have to commit. You can't expect to plant a seed and walk away. You have to nurture it every day, water it, speak to it, imagine it thriving. Repetition is the key, and the more you repeat your new identity, the more it becomes who you are. It's only a matter of time before your reality catches up to your new self. So here's what I want you to do. Every morning, stand in front of the mirror and speak your identity out loud. I am destined for success. I am unstoppable. I am worthy of all my dreams. Say it until your subconscious has no choice but to believe it. And when you say it, feel it. Let your entire being resonate with the truth of those words. Because once you start speaking this new truth, the world will begin to rearrange itself to make it real. And the moment you see it happening, you'll know you're on the path to something greater than you ever imagined. Now, let's make this a habit. Start today. Speak your new identity into existence and let your subconscious start working for you, not against you. This is your reset, your new beginning, and it's time to claim it. Say it out loud now. I am the person I've always dreamed of becoming. And from this moment forward, your reality will never be the same. You can't serve two identities. One must die. The person you were, the version of you that holds on to doubt, hesitation, fear, that person has to go. You can't keep one foot in the old identity and one in the new. You can't keep living a life of uncertainty, pretending to be someone you're not, and still expect to step into the life you were meant to live. You must burn the bridge. There is no turning back. This is where many people fail. They dip their toes into transformation, but they don't dive in. They flirt with greatness, but they never fully commit. They hold on to their old self, just in case. But here's the truth. Just in case is the same as not ready, and if you're not ready to burn the bridge, you're not ready for the life you're destined to lead. Think about the greats. Think about Alexander the Great, who when he landed on foreign shores with his army, ordered his men to burn the ships they arrived in. He wasn't giving them an option to turn back. There was no fallback. There was only forward or nothing. That's the kind of commitment it takes to create the life you desire. It's the kind of commitment that leaves no room for doubt, no room for fear, no room for retreat. It's easy to stay in the familiar. It's easy to stay where it's comfortable, but nothing great ever came from comfort. You cannot create a new identity while holding on to the old one. You can't be the person who plays it safe and the person who chases greatness at the same time. One must die. The old identity must be shed like a skin that no longer fits. And here's the thing. It's painful. It's uncomfortable. It's messy. But that's the price of greatness. And once you've burned that bridge, once you've made the decision to never go back, you will realize something incredible. You will realize that the only way forward is through. And once you pass through, there's no going back. So ask yourself right now, what's the old version of me that I'm still holding on to? What's the part of me that doubts my potential, that fears failure, that believes I'm not worthy of success? What's the part of me that's been keeping me stuck in the same place year after year? You need to identify it. You need to face it, and you need to let it go. There's power in a decision. The moment you decide, everything shifts. The universe doesn't wait for you to figure it all out. It waits for you to commit. And once you commit, the path will begin to unfold before you. But you have to decide. You have to make the final choice, not tomorrow, not next week, now. And when you make that choice, when you decide that your old self is dead, you will feel something inside you change. It's like a switch flipping. You will feel yourself step into the new version of you, the person who is unstoppable, the person who is worthy of all the success, abundance, and greatness that's coming their way. And that version of you, they don't hesitate. They don't second guess. They don't sit on the sidelines of life wondering what if. They make decisions, they act on them, and they do not look back. I want you to say this out loud. I've already decided. Say it like you mean it. Say it with conviction, because the moment you decide, everything changes. Your actions will align with your decision. Your mind will align with your decision. And the world will start to respond to your new level of commitment. Look at the people who have changed history. They didn't take half measures. They didn't test the waters. They committed fully and unapologetically. And when they made that commitment, the universe had no choice but to meet them with opportunity, with abundance, with the exact things they needed to manifest their destiny. Commitment is the differentiator. It's the line between those who stay stuck and those who break through. And it's time for you to cross that line. It's time for you to burn the ships, leave the old you behind, because the new you is ready. The new you is waiting, and it's time to step into your greatness. From this moment forward, don't ever ask for permission to be who you are meant to be. You've already decided. Now you move forward with power, with conviction, with certainty that everything you desire is already on its way, because you've already committed. You've already burned the bridge, and there's no turning back. Now say it again. I've already decided, and from this moment forward, your life will never be the same. You've chosen your identity, and the world has no choice but to follow. You become like the minds you align with. Your success, your destiny, your identity. These things are not formed in isolation. They are shaped by the people you surround yourself with, the conversations you engage in, and the energies you invite into your world. The law of proximity is powerful. The closer you get to people who operate at a higher level, the closer you get to your own greatness. But the reverse is true too. The more you surround yourself with those who doubt, who settle, who play small, the more you'll find yourself doing the same. This is not a theory. This is a law of nature. Look at history. Look at the masterminds, the people who built empires, changed the world, who left legacies. They didn't do it alone. They created a mastermind circle. They surrounded themselves with people who challenged them, pushed them, who saw the world the way they saw it. And that circle became the force that made their dreams a reality. Think about Andrew Carnegie, one of the richest men in history. Carnegie didn't just build steel empires. He built a network of brilliant minds who worked together for a common goal. He understood the power of association. He surrounded himself with geniuses like Thomas Edison, J.P. Morgan, and Henry Clay Frick. He didn't isolate himself. He aligned himself with people who were smarter, more driven, more powerful than the average person. And in doing so, he magnified his own potential. The mastermind is more than just a group. It's the energy, the shared vision, the collective belief in what's possible. It's the idea that together you can create something greater than any one individual could ever do alone. And if you want to level up, you need to create that environment. You need to find those people who see the world the way you do, people who are as committed to their growth as you are to yours. But there's more to it than just surrounding yourself with the right people. It's about cleaning up your environment. You must be ruthless in protecting your mental and emotional space. The people you associate with will either lift you or drag you down. And if you allow weak energy into your atmosphere, it will weaken your resolve. If you allow negativity, fear, or doubt to seep into your mind, it will start to corrupt your vision. It's like a garden. You can't let weeds grow and still expect to harvest fruit. You must weed out anything that does not serve your purpose. This doesn't mean you cut people out of your life indiscriminately, but it does mean you become very selective about who gets access to your energy. It means choosing to spend less time with people who don't inspire you, people who are stuck in their own limitations, people who bring you down with their pessimism. It means cleaning your social media feeds, curating the information you consume, and protecting your time from the distractions that hold you back. And here's the hard truth. You can't afford to be around people who drain you. You can't afford to spend time with people who are content with mediocrity, because that mediocrity will seep into your own life. Your environment must be an incubator for growth, for possibility, for success. The people in your life should push you to be better, to rise higher, to break through your own limitations. So ask yourself this: who am I spending my time with? Who in my life is lifting me up, and who is holding me back? Who am I allowing into my space, my energy, my thoughts? You must be brutally honest with yourself. If the people around you are not helping you level up, it's time to start making changes. Don't be afraid to make tough decisions. Don't be afraid to cut ties with those who are not aligned with your vision. You don't need to explain your journey to anyone. You don't owe anyone your energy, your focus, or your time if they are not helping you become the person you're meant to be. This is your life, your journey, and you need to protect it with everything you've got. But here's the good news. The moment you start making those changes, the moment you clean up your environment and surround yourself with people who challenge and elevate you, things will start to shift. Opportunities will begin to find you. Your vision will become clearer. Your identity will become stronger, and you will feel the momentum build. Because when you align yourself with the right people, the right opportunities, and the right energy, there is nothing that can stop you. So I want you to say this out loud, with conviction. I do not allow weak energy in my atmosphere. I attract powerful, like-minded individuals who push me to be my best. And as you say that, feel it. Know that from this moment on, you are no longer available for mediocrity. You are no longer available for doubt or negativity. You are only available for greatness. And that greatness will find you, because you've made the decision to align with it. You will start noticing the people around you shifting. You will start finding yourself in rooms you've always dreamed of being in. And before long, you'll look around and realize something incredible. You are no longer the person you once were. You have stepped into your power, and the world is responding to the energy you've cultivated. The mastermind you've created within your environment is your key to success, and it's time to unlock that door. Say it one more time. I do not allow weak energy in my atmosphere. And from this moment forward, you will walk in alignment with the people and the energy that will bring your vision to life. Exceeding expectations is not an accident. It's a mindset, a habit, a way of life. The greats, the people who changed the world, who left legacies, didn't just meet expectations. They obliterated them. They went beyond. They gave more than what was asked. They didn't just deliver. They over-delivered. And in that space, they created the extraordinary. Andrew Carnegie didn't just build steel empires, he built something far more valuable, a reputation for excellence. He gave beyond what anyone expected. He gave with a sense of purpose. He knew that success wasn't just about getting what he wanted, it was about giving value that could never be measured in dollars. And because he over-delivered, he earned trust. He earned loyalty. People wanted to work with him because they knew that what they received from him wasn't just good, it was exceptional. This is the law of over-delivery. It's about operating at a level where mediocrity doesn't even exist in your vocabulary. It's about showing up every day and asking yourself, how can I give more? Not just in what you do, but in who you are. How can I over-deliver in my work, in my interactions, in my commitment to excellence? Think about this. When you give more than what's expected, you create a ripple effect. You don't just build a reputation for excellence, you build a reputation for being the one who does things differently, the one who can be relied on, the one who doesn't just check the box but blows past it with purpose, with integrity, with a hunger to serve. And when you over-deliver, when you consistently show up as the best version of yourself, people can't ignore you. They can't help but take notice. And your world changes in ways you never thought possible. This is about more than results. It's about identity. When you become someone who over-delivers, that's not just a tactic. It becomes who you are. It becomes your standard. And your identity is no longer attached to the outcome of what you do. It's attached to the fact that you are a giver, a creator, a force of excellence. Think about the example of Henry Ford. Ford didn't just create cars, he revolutionized manufacturing. He didn't just meet the market's needs, he anticipated them. He gave more than what people expected. He built an empire not by cutting corners, but by creating a product and a system that exceeded the expectations of everyone involved, and that's why his name is still recognized today. But this isn't just about doing things for the sake of recognition, it's about creating a standard for yourself. It's about setting a level of excellence that you don't compromise on, no matter the circumstances. It's about the daily habit of exceeding your own expectations and in turn, the expectations of everyone you serve. And here's the beauty of it. When you make excellence a habit, it doesn't feel like effort anymore. It becomes natural. It becomes your identity. It becomes who you are. But the true power comes when you detach from the outcome. When you stop worrying about what you'll get in return for your over-delivery, and instead you focus on the process of giving. When you can give freely. When you can show up with excellence not because you want something, but because it's who you are, you unlock a new level of fulfillment and success. This is where most people get it wrong. They expect something in return for their effort. They want the accolades, the recognition, the praise. But the greats, the Carnegies, the Schwabs, the Fords, they didn't operate from a place of expectation. They gave without condition. They gave because that's who they were. And in doing so, they created a legacy of excellence that the world couldn't deny. Now I want you to say this aloud. I exceed expectations because it's who I am. Say it like you believe it. Because when you embrace this mindset, when you make exceeding expectations a part of your identity, everything shifts. You begin to attract new opportunities. You begin to build trust and loyalty with everyone around you. And most importantly, you build a life that reflects the standard of excellence you've set for yourself. This isn't about doing a good job. It's about doing a great job every single time. It's about showing up in a way that makes people wonder how you do it, how you've created so much, how you've built something that stands out. Because when you exceed expectations, you don't just deliver value, you become the standard. And once you become the standard, nothing can stop you. So from this moment forward, adopt this mindset. I am someone who exceeds expectations, and no matter what you do, no matter who you serve, no matter what challenge comes your way, over-deliver. Not for the applause, not for the recognition, but because it's who you are. And as you do, you'll find that the world starts to match the energy you've put out, and your success will be inevitable. Now say it one more time. I exceed expectations because it's who I am. And let that affirmation guide your actions, because once you embody that, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Repetition is the language of the subconscious. It's the foundation upon which you'll build your new identity. Every great transformation, every breakthrough, is built on one principle: repetition. It's how you break old habits. It's how you create new ones. It's how you rewire your mind, reprogram your beliefs, and unlock your potential. But here's the truth. You won't achieve greatness by accident. You won't reach the next level by wishful thinking. You won't manifest your dreams by hoping for them to happen. You must act as if it's already done. You must walk in faith, live in belief, and affirm every day that you are becoming the person you've decided to be. Every day you repeat the affirmation, I am who I've decided to be. I exceed expectations because it's who I am. I am unstoppable. I am unshakable. I am destined for greatness. These are not empty words. These are the commands you are giving to your subconscious mind. And here's the power of repetition. Your subconscious doesn't care what's true. It listens to what's repeated. It doesn't matter if you've never been the person you want to be. If you repeat it long enough, it becomes who you are. You don't have to wait for proof. The repetition itself is the proof. You will act in alignment with your words. You will embody your affirmations. And as you repeat this process, the transformation will be inevitable. It's not just about repeating words, it's about living those words. It's about taking daily actions that reinforce your new identity. Every choice, every thought, every action must be in alignment with who you are becoming. If you've decided that you are unstoppable, you cannot afford to let fear, doubt, or hesitation control you. If you've decided that you are a high performer, you cannot afford to settle for anything less than excellence. You must walk in belief, knowing that every action you take is reinforcing your new reality. But here's the most important part: faith in action. Repetition without action is just empty words. Faith without action is just wishful thinking. But faith in action is unstoppable. When you act on your beliefs, when you walk in faith, when you move as though everything you want is already yours, that's when the magic happens. Because the universe responds to the energy you put out. It responds to the actions you take. And when your actions are rooted in unwavering belief, the results will follow. Think about the greats. Thomas Edison didn't just have the idea for the light bulb. He believed so deeply in it that he acted relentlessly, day after day, testing, failing, learning, repeating, until the moment came when he proved the impossible could be done. He didn't just hope it would happen. He acted as though it already had. He walked in belief and faith, and his actions followed that belief. That's what you must do. That's how you will lock in your new identity. This is not a one-time event. This is a daily ritual, a daily decision to act as though your success is already inevitable, to walk with the confidence that you are the person you've decided to be. You must build a ritual loop of action, affirmation, and belief. Repetition locks in your new identity. Faith in action locks in your new reality. So I want you to repeat this now. I act like it's done. I walk like it's already mine. Feel the power in those words. When you act like it's done, when you walk as though your vision is already here, you begin to manifest the life you've chosen. You don't wait for permission. You don't wait for the conditions to be perfect. You walk in faith. You take action. You live the truth of your words. This is the final lock-in. You have already decided. You have already committed. You've already burned the bridge. You've already aligned with the right people. You've already set the standard for excellence. And now, you lock in your new identity by repeating it every single day. You walk in faith. You take action. And you act as though your dreams are already in your hands. Because they are. They've always been. Now you're just stepping into them. So say it one more time. With unwavering belief, I act like it's done. I walk like it's already mine. And from this moment forward, the world will wonder what changed. But you know, you are the answer. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You've already locked in your identity. And now, you are unstoppable. Let the world wonder what changed. You don't owe them answers. You are the answer.